Hello everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners, and welcome to a general Ninjago thoughts and opinions video. In today's video, we'll be trying to identify every single room in the monastery. The monastery in general is actually pretty small, but the rooms they portray make it look a lot bigger from the inside, so it's pretty confusing to actually understand the anatomy of this monastery. But today we're going to go ahead and see how much rooms they have. And by that I mean that we will be mentioning more of the significant and memorable ones that we all still kind of know. Starting off, we probably have the ninja's favorite room that's been there since season 1, and you might ask, well, which room is that? How significant should it be for it to stick around that long? It must be super duper important. Well, to my surprise, that was the video game room. These ninjas really love their video games, and their room has stayed since the beginning. It's really funny to see that no matter how much Ninjago's changed, no matter how much the character designs change, no matter how unrecognizable things are from old Ninjago to new Ninjago, we still have the same video game room. Coming over to one of the more serious areas of the monastery, we have the blacksmith's forge where Kai rebuilt the golden weapons, and nobody really knew this existed until season 10, and we don't know if it's there anymore. But in season 10, this place was pretty fantastic, and it's probably one of my favorite rooms in the monastery. Another room or set of rooms that I should mention is all of the ninjas' bedrooms, including Pixel's and Master Wu's meditating area. I kind of count that as his bedrooms. All of them, to my best understanding, have their own rooms, including Zane especially, because we saw that in season 11. Pixel we also saw, and Master Wu, we always see him meditating in there, especially when Lloyd comes in to irritate him. Moving on to the last few rooms that I can really remember right now is the room with the refrigerator, which I'm going to presume is the kitchen. And I really remember that because Cole is trying to take the chocolate cake in season 11 and he ended up being locked in a trapdoor, so that's kind of where I remember that from. And oh, one more really important room is the room of scrolls. This one definitely doesn't even look like it's going to fit in the monastery, but apparently it does exist inside that small building as we saw in season 13. It's kind of where Sensei Wu was depressed, but there seems to be a lot of valuable information there. This one also has to be one of my favorite rooms as it's one of the other significant ones. One more room that I won't really classify as something significant is the test room where the ninjas were tested by a electrifying chicken. It looks a little like Master Wu's meditating room, but for the most part it's very different, so I'm going to count that as its own room as well. That does wrap up all my significant rooms in the monastery. I'll have the list on screen right now so that you can get that in your mind because it does get a little confusing now and then. In the end, this video has been a ton of fun because the monastery is a fantastic location. If you're wondering why I didn't mention the mural area or the place where ninjas train at the open areas or the secret ninja base at the bottom of the monastery, well, that's because those are really obvious and they're really not part of the building as far as I can remember. So that's why they're not part of this video. Thank you for watching every room in the monastery, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.